We got Macey Kilty here at the Captain's Cup. You had a great start to your weekend, taking out Mallory Bell to your first one, and then Julia Slott in your second match. Talk about kind of how you felt throughout this day.
Yeah, so started off, knew I was going to have a tough match, but I knew going into it who I was going to have and stuff like that. So going into the match, staying patient, just having the things I was doing in practice correlate over into my match. I know my defense is good. I know I can get to my attacks and score from a lot of positions. So that was important to know and do in that match. So yeah.
I assume, Mallory and Julia were probably women that you looked up to when you were younger. It clearly didn't affect the way you wrestled them, but is that something you thought about coming in, wrestling people that you looked up to when you were younger?
Yeah, so I'd say a year ago that would not have been the same mindset. Like, I'd have been like, they're older than me. Like, they belong here. Like, just not thinking the right things. So like, that's been a big thing that I've been able to get over and develop over these last couple years, from being on the senior level circuit and just picking people's brains around me that have already been on the circuit, have already accomplished things that I've wanted to accomplish. So just picking their brains and seeing how they reacted and how they controlled that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's been a big focal point. It's not always the physical stuff. It's a lot of the sports mental.
How much has changed for you since heading out to North Carolina, where you're training with Coleman and J.O. and Kenny Monday?
Yeah, the environment's second to none. I don't know if you can name another RTC or even college program that has that caliber of coaches that have been. They've been in places that I want to be, like Kenny Monday, Olympic gold medalist. Like that's something I want to achieve. Like Coleman Scott, Jamil, Tony, all wrestling on the senior circuit. Like that's all stuff I want to do, and I want to do good at that level. So just being around that is great, and then I'm able to pick their brains and work with them day in and day out, and they help me so much. So just being around, I think the environment is huge, and then just being able to work with them, pick their brains, like I said, is so important.
What do you think they would say about how you wrestled today?
We keep in contact, so
Yeah.
they're happy with my performance, but just like I am, I always want to be learning and growing. So they threw in some stuff I need to work on. So yeah.
What were your biggest takeaways from these two matches today so far?
Even from, let's just compare from France. I feel like from France, I had a big win in the semifinals, and I was able to stay patient and get to my attacks. And in the finals match, I kind of opened up too much, and I was on the attack too much, and not focused on my stuff. So just coming into this tournament, staying patient, getting to my attacks was huge for me, and that was my focal point coming into this. And of course, still got one match tomorrow, so that's still a focal point. But I think just from France and here, that correlating over from what I've been practicing in the room is really important for me.
How big, especially that win over Mallory, was that heading into Olympic trials, both for, physically and your confidence mentally?
Yeah, I try not to get stuff in my head too much, but I think I can use this tournament in general just as a big building block for me heading into trials.
Yeah, and like you said, you have one more match tomorrow. You guys are in the finals. So who do you hope to see come through the bracket and wrestle?
I hope I see Sarah's team, because me and Sarah have been training all the way up into this, so that'd be awesome if I could see my main training partner, Sarah's team come out on top and battle in the finals tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is it any different competing in this dual meet format versus a tournament? Do you like one more than the other?
I actually kind of miss stuff like this. It's like it's different, and it reminds me of high school or little dual meets. We don't get that anymore. Like it's all individualized. So I think this is a cool mix-up, and I hope they keep doing stuff like this going forward.
For sure. All right, well, great job today. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.